Once again, we are Foundation 101, and welcome you all to the Black Codes.
Yes, sir.
And
classes in session.
Let's do it.
So,
There's a lot to be talked about this week.
whoa, boy.
Honestly,
The tension's getting crazy.
They're always, though.
It almost seems like it's like planted. I don't know. There's a lot of racial tension going on.
I mean,
Absolutely. People, when I go to Turkey Hill to fill up the tank, they looking at me differently.
Just a
I
sidebar.
go to
real quick.
Sheets.
damn.
It's a little different. I don't know if it's just me, but it's just a little different.
No, it's not just you, because I definitely was in Turkey Hill, and just in case y'all think we attacking people, this Indian kid definitely had a stare down, just for no reason, just stared at me. At first I avoided it. I was like, maybe it's something different. Then I just stared at him, and we just stared at him.
Shake my hand, because you're a good man. I would
Nah,
give him right back.
I grilled him up. I'm sorry, you can have that back then. I grilled him back completely after that. And then
no one else did.
That's what I said. I was like, your mama right there, bro. Just turn around. Don't make this about me and you. I don't want to see. So, but nah,
sometimes it get like that, bro. Yo, honestly, does anyone ever feel that? Just like, yo, hold up, man. Why somebody on my neck? Hold on, I feel something.
Ear ringing.
Like you watching, whether I walk in the Adidas store, whether I walk into a store in the city, it's like eyes is on. Is it just? And then we talked about this in a previous episode when we were talking about, is that stigma in my head? Is that even? Is it even my fault?
No.
That stigma's in my head, or is that what history produced? Is that what history produced?
It's not even history, and well, let me not say it's not. It's history and experience. And I'm pretty sure we all been through some shit when it just be like, what?
In all reality, bro, like if you think about it from then to now, it's a little bit harder for us because just think of it this way. No, we're not getting hanged on trees right then and there.
I don't know. Last year there was a hanging in Georgia.
Bang. Sorry, correction. So
to
that, I'm just saying, like we got social media, the big war on social media. It's in our face every day, blatant with the jobs, and then our jobs also have social media. Our jobs look at our social media from behind closed doors.
I'm making.
They see the application media. We don't got a friend though, but why does it even pop up? Like, let me live my life outside the job. But can you imagine just having that job and trying to stand, like, just say you act job worthy according to them at the job, but then at home you are who you are. Now these dudes is making your home life their life. Right. I only work. I work in a warehouse. Yeah, if you think about it, imagine having like an NFL job, and for example, right now, Kaepernick. What he's going through. Oh, man. And that's a serious job. Millions.
You can rape, you can pillage, you can do drugs, but you cannot take a knee for the national anthem. Don't you dare.
You know what? Honestly, I think I'm going to be the first one to say, Colin Kaepernick, you the real MVP.
Word up. Hands up.
Hand clap.
Good job, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And this is not even like just, it's pro-black. Because that's what's being protested, but just for the fact that you stood up for something that was gonna get you like demonized, you feel me? The fact that you had the heart to just stand up for something, it didn't even have to be this. The fact that you stood up on you was gonna get crucified in the mainstream media. There's no other testament, you know what I'm saying, worse than that.
Though. Do you think he knew it was coming, or do you think he just did it for his self-will and then it happened?
Somebody had to pull him to the side.
The
old heads is always going to tell you about what's going to happen. Yo, if you do this is what you're going to expect. If you do this, you know what I mean? There's so many different other...
his agent, his boy, his whoever.
And somebody, that's why you got to give him a hand. One more. See, now, probably knew some type of repercussions and actions was going to come.
He still
did it.
Oh, well. Yeah. I like that. He is the face of well.
Just to hold that, I'm not even gonna say it's a very weak picture being portrayed by the rest of your NFL players to let your man take a fall like that.
Absolutely.
And this is that y'all only as strong as your weakest link, and if y'all look at him as a weakest link, y'all gotta open your minds because that's that man brought y'all to the Super Bowl. That man has some crazy statistics and.
He's better. Amazing plays. Highlight plays.
Highlight plays.
They took an arena quarterback over Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, look.
How you take an arena quarterback over Colin? He done had Super Bowl experience.
Yeah,
he
look.
almost won the.
Statistically.
And you know what? I'm gonna give it. He's a beige dude.
He is. He's a beige fella. He's a real beige fella. His fro hang high.
Let's respect.
Let him know where he's at, though.
I only say that to let them know that it comes from all spectrums.
Yo, look.
You know what I mean? Nothing more than other.
He's better than. He's better than about 60% of the NFL quarterback statistically. You know what I'm saying? His preferred scrambling offense isn't really.
I'm trying to pull up the stats.
Yeah, it isn't really as viable anymore because people are hip to it. But at the same time, he's still better than shit. I have 3 quarterbacks on my favorite team, and all 3 of them are worse than he is. Fuck you, Jets.
But it's
Fuck
not
you a lot.
People should be allowed to express how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Period. We're supposed to be the free country, right? Land of the free, right? But he can't
at what
freely
cost?
express how he feel taking a knee.
So land of the free
You know
at
what I'm
what cost, bro?
For what? The blood, sweat, and tears that he put into becoming an NFL player is quickly forgotten just because he took a knee.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that is just mind-boggling to me.
And see, every day, one thing that just keeps getting held back is racism is not real. It is so much bigger now because of the social media. You can bring up Greece. You can bring up when you go to Japan, when you go to China, the Dominican Republic, and I'm not saying that they ain't gonna show you no love,
Right.
but they definitely may show you some love with a hand behind their back. Just that concept of just always being ready. Why you always gotta be ready for me? I just came to enjoy myself. They look at your family different, the braids different, the beard different. It's just like, what?
I mean, but but now here's the thing. Perhaps now we always automatically assume that if black people go to these places, we are treated unfairly. But is that I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't say unfairly. I said different.
Differently. Okay. Is that a fact or is that a matter of perception based on the media?
I say it's a fact.
Definite fact.
I say it's a fact. Because you never, how many times you walked in place and just felt the energy like, damn, I'm being watched. Or
and I said it may not happen all the time.
Yeah,
so you can't just look at it just being that personal. I'm talking about in percentage of more people do. You can't just make it all about you. You have to expand that because there's more black people going to. If I go to Atlanta, I might feel different than if I go to Kentucky.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. But I ain't gonna lie. I can't say for me personally that I have experienced that. So you know what I'm saying, like, I don't feel like when I go places, people look at me differently, other than the fact that I do strange things when I'm places.
Yeah, but
let me ask you a question, right? You said that you've never encountered that,
right? Not at least not overtly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not in any way where I felt like eyes on me threatened.
Can you understand that there are other people?
Hell yeah! Because I've been with people who, while they're not fucking with me, they're looking at them.
So to piggyback off what he said,
I've seen that.
I feel like there's a majority of people that go through that then have it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, you got to come at what's happening more so than what's happening less.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I can understand the sentiment behind it, because, like I said, I've been in places with people, and I know for a fact that they giving them looks, and
off of personal relationships,
like that shit is strange to me, and I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not, and I don't want them to victimize me too. But at the same time, it's like, well, damn, I'm black too.
Right? I've come to accept it, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of times in my life I've talked to a person and they probably don't even try to offend me, but they'll say shit like, "Oh, I wouldn't expect that from you."
Right.
Oh, like, "Oh, you're actually a cool person." It's like, what do you mean I'm actually a cool person?
Oh, you're smart.
Right. Yeah, so what do you mean? I'm actually smart. Like, so you thought that I was gonna get a dumb version? You thought I was gonna be a quote unquote regular nigga.
Is that not the oppression?
Right.
Is that not the oppression?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
to have yourself feel.
Yeah, like.
I mean, It is that, but then
Subjugated?
it is. But then I have a weird question, and I guess this is very strange. Am I a fucked up and stupid person because because I've never really felt that subjugation? Dude, am I wrong? Is that, look, I'm black. Fuck that. My daddy was black. My mama was black. I'm black.
Now,
but I've never really.
I'll say this.
So the shit. So am I stupid for wanting to feel that?
No.
Or like feel like how y'all feel?
Let's bring this to the table. And honestly, we're gonna have to bring it to the table. Colorism.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The darker the worse is what you're trying to say.
Right. Now, what was the guy's name that spoke on BET? Williams. What's the guy's name that did this speech on BET?
I don't know. We could look him up and put him on the screen.
At the awards and all that. I know who you're talking about. The dude from Grey's Anatomy whose name is Jesse Williams. So Jesse Williams was a light-skinned person. Oh yeah.
He received a little bit of slack in the media about being a light-skinned person that was talking about, black rights, pro-black. Colin Kaepernick, another light-skinned fellow that was being pro-black. Now, they did face a certain amount of resistance. You know what I'm saying, because of their stance. Now, I want to know why, or whether they even putting it on TV. If that stance was made by a dark-skinned person, would it be got the same reaction or different reaction? How come we haven't seen any dark-skinned people in the media stand up in the positive light for a pro-black cause? Are they funneling our representation again?
That's a good question.
All right, so just to understand, so what you're saying is like,
it's not a right for the dark skin to represent the dark skin. I'm noticing more and more in the commercials and the promo videos and everything on the media. They're showing you a lot of interracial relationships right now, and that's just a trend in media. If you focus on it, look at the commercials, see if you see a lot more interracial, shots, promos,
movies,
clips, it's always interracial.
That's just so we can't bring race into it. That's what they're trying to do today. Slim out the lines of us talking about
blur the lines. But they do not show black love.
Right.
They do not show black on black.
Absolutely.
They don't show dark skin love. They don't show dark skin. It's
too strong. We're too strong.
It's accepted in culture that the fair skin is with the new attractive is, the new beautiful, the fair skin. Now, is that connected to what's going on with Colin Kaepernick?
It could be. But I can't all the way commit and say that it is, because like you said, we're not 100% sure of it, but I do feel like, it is being like trickled down to like dark, don't represent dark and stuff like that, because if like movies and shows and stuff like that, when it is like, we're just powerful people, you know what I'm saying, as a whole, we're just powerful people. So on top of that, when it shows like black love and us trying to come together and things like that, like if they promote that, we're gonna go for that, and then it'll happen to what we're talking about.
But if potential will be reached
but if they dim it down, it's not gonna be filtered. It's gonna be like, oh, maybe I should get this light skinned person or this interracial person. Yeah, so it's just like watching TV. It's a brainwash. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna pull you just real quick because like black love, awesome topic. I know a lot of this racial tensions right there, but I come from I'm a Hispanic and black.
Okay.
Period.
So black.
I mean, I'm Hispanic and black. Hold on now. Like, so the concept is, just black love. Because I'm a black man. I love Spanish women.
Right.
That's not to say I don't love black love.
Of course.
Now, on that view, and just from the black position now, what is it like for us when it comes to black women? What's your eyesight on black?
I could be totally honest. I'm in a relationship now, and I'm in a relationship with a Spanish woman. You know what I'm saying? But I've had relationships with black women. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying one is better than the other. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a feeling type of thing. But we're talking about what's being shown to us. Now, what you're talking about is more so personal than what's being shown.
No, I get that now, but I'm pulling that to the idea of, yes, it's personal in my view, and I know it's being shown to us, but like in that case, what TV versus real life. You know, a lot of people like to follow trends and stuff. My question is, but what is your view? Like,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, and this is me speaking as a black man. I can honestly tell you, just for me, I contributed to popular media why I'm so attracted to Spanish females. What is represented day after day, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, TV, magazines, commercials, every single day I see an image of a light-skinned, long-haired, exotic woman. And that's what, hold on, and that's what I associate, and that's what I'm consciously being associated with beauty.
Right.
Okay.
But I can also tell you this, as a black male, when I look inward, when I look for something that connects me more inward than what I'm actually looking at outwardly. Mm-hmm. When I look at when I look at what I feel that I can love, I really only ever end up with a black woman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I always see those inconsistencies if I'm ever dealing with someone that doesn't represent a black woman to me. Like, there's a difference from dating a Spanish woman and a black woman. When I'm dating a black woman, I know I'm dating a black woman. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's something I connect with, you know, that resonates within me. So it's like, you know.
I mean, and then I take the world view because, and I love the scientific fact that all women of Spanish and whatever descent, they all derive of African descent anyway. That's why I always say, man, you just black. Like, I don't, you know, I try not to.
But there's
a cultural difference, certainly,
Yeah,
but it's all based in the same aspects of African everything.
no, I'll let you finish it because.
But what I try not to do, for me personally, is to differentiate between the differences between black women, between Spanish, black. Like, I don't want to separate shit. I just want to see black women. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I mean, that's a personal choice because I love all women. I've dated Spanish women. I've dated black women. I've dated white women. I just like women. I don't care.
So I'm a ponytail because I love women.
You know what I mean?
I love women. And when I first started dating women, it was all I've only dated black women except for one Spanish girl. Mm-hmm. There was a point in time in my life I said I would never date a black girl. I said it in a room. Y'all ready? No. In a room. This is at a point in my life. This is at a point in my life. This is a room full of black women in front of my mama.
Oh Lord.
I don't know what hurt me at the time, but I think. Just a side note, just a personal little story, just so y'all understand, like, we really have to pay attention to what's shown to us and subconsciously shown to us, because that really messes with our view. And to fill your head up with garbage, you may not. If you allow yourself to stink by garbage, sooner or later you're gonna stink, whether you want to think about it or not. So that's awesome. Yeah. I had to bring y'all in there because, like, on the reality, at that point I was really hurt because I met a black woman and she got into a relationship with my mom. And this is how powerful. If y'all don't ever think about how women can be, and this is a perfect example of an abuse of power. And it's also ignorance of your power because you don't know what you just did. So knowing yourself is a strong thing. But she got a real relationship with my mom. My mom didn't like her. Mm-hmm. Me and my mom fell out because of her. Mm-hmm. And my mom had sided with her. And I'm my mother's son. Yeah. Never the same after that. Till this day. So what I'm saying to that is, social media period, and even what you learn and what you're teaching somebody really affects you. Because after that, my view on black women, between her personal bad relationship and TV, it's like, damn, TV portrays black dark-skinned women, because that's what I dated, black dark-skinned women as mean, as aggressive, not loving, or too loving, and that's it, not knowledgeable, stupid. But then the Spanish woman, exotic, intelligent, or she could just be a badass. The white woman is always a business lady. She's successful. So, what is y'all? Doesn't that mess with you if you just a little bit subconsciously if you don't think about it? What are the odds of you now?
To be honest with you, like, with me personally, I'm one that don't really listen to much. You know what I'm saying? I have my own thoughts about shit. And anybody that know me for years, if I'm not really with something, I'm not with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I listen, and I peep shit, and I grasp shit and shit like that. But that has nothing to do with me personally. You know what I'm saying? So subconsciously, like, yeah, all that shit is being fed to me. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, you know, slapping shit away like dumb. Y'all niggas is tripping. You know what I'm saying? If I like this in a person, this is what I like in a person. If I like this in a person, this is what I like in a person. You know what I'm saying? So like, for you, and also, I don't really have social media like that. So I'm also blocked from shit, and I barely watch TV. And if I do, it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch shit with commercials and shit like that. But that's also personal shit. So, but like, if you're easily influenced on shit like that, it's just like, you can never have nothing solid. Because the next trend that come, that's what you want. You gotta solidify who you are first before you start talking about, oh, yeah, I want only Spanish because all the men on TV got the fat ass, long hair. Solidify yourself first before you just start going with what you see.
So just to understand it, just real quick. So self-knowledge equals self-love, right? Equals self-growth.
Exactly.
The more you get closer to that.
Yeah. Once you know, like, you gotta know you first before, like, you start hearing everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna walk your path. People gonna tell you shit, and it's your job to decide if you want to see what they talking about or ignore what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm food speeding you something and you just gonna take it, what does that really say about yourself subconsciously? You can easily be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, relationships may not last long because, oh, this girl might be bad, but this girl might got 3 other dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because she's so bad. Right. You're not looking for what you're supposed to be looking for in a woman who's supposed to be caring, who's supposed to hold you down forever. Not forever, but you know, this situation, but she's supposed to hold you down, period. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If you're just going off for look, like how you said you was looking for something inside. If she don't give you that inside feeling, then what are you trying to connect with her on that level for?
You trying to build
what are you trying to connect with her?
And then I think it also falls into what type of media you subject yourself to. True. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm an avid reader, I'm an avid TV watcher, I watch movies, I love documentaries. Like, I absorb all these things. I always have. You know what I'm saying? Because I like a good story. You know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff I watch has a lot of strong black female characters, strong black characters. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? And whether and it's be ambiguous ass shit that most people is not. That's why ratings is low. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, Supernatural is going on 13 seasons. There's a lot of ill black folk in that fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, word up, like, and it's one of my favorite shows. You know what I'm saying? But it's just it depends on what you subject yourself to. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best stuff on TV is honestly is on the Science Channel. Yeah, Discovery.
And it's all about having a diet. You know, minding what you allow into your body. And we talked about this before. We talked about it amongst ourselves. Right. It's about what you allow into your subconscious that really shapes exactly how you see the world.
It can't be easy to manipulate.
Exactly. Right. And you really got to look for something within. Exactly. You know, someone that, to be honest with you, and just to piggyback what you were saying, if your representation of beauty is this superficial is light skin, fat ass, no head, and that's what you're going for, but that's not something that resonates within you. Exactly. You're gonna be chasing something your entire life.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's what I'm saying. It's just not gonna work.
So
it's not gonna work.
And that's I had to just pull that back in, like, see, and that's some real lessons because not everybody knows that. A lot of people focus on the TV, and a lot of people don't read books. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a person that tries to watch like just videos. I'm a video person, but like it's so bad in the way things are now. Pictures on your face every day. If it's a meme, if it's a like, if it's a follow, if it's a shout out for shout out. To be honest, everything is sexualized, and I think that's what people do not realize. That's what your subconscious is running on, and I feel like a lot of black men today. That's why they don't understand how to be with a black woman. because it's a culture thing.
Sure.
It's a culture thing, and American culture is more sexualized than anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because you can go to a Caribbean culture and they got dancing women. You know, you can go to Jamaica, you know, Puerto Rico. Their culture has their things. But why is it that Americanized? You come here, if you're Italian, you're a different type of sexy. If you're dark, you're a different thing. You're dark chocolate.
Right.
Yeah. You're dark sugar, black down. You know.
That goes back to me saying I don't differentiate. I don't care what your shade is.
Right, so,
you know what I mean?
So go back to the Kaepernick situation. You think like if he had more supporters of what he was on, you think things would have been different for him?
Definitely.
Do you think he would have more support? And I hate to bring it back to the colorism thing, but do you think he would have more support if he was dark skinned?
Nah, you want to know what I really think it is?
I mean,
like how we was talking about social media and stuff like that. People probably don't want to. People are afraid to express themselves because the majority might be against what they're saying. You feel what I'm saying? So like how he stood up for himself. There's probably other NFL players that feel like that, but they like chill. I gotta play my part. You know what I'm saying? But play your part and solidify who you are. Don't play your part that somebody else wants you to play. Because like, who are you at that point? Who are you if these people keeping you within these guidelines? If this man want to take a knee, let this man take a knee and still go run them yards for you or whatever he got to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why bash him for having his own opinion towards something?
Because you want them to stand. You want them to stand for what you want them to stand for. The land of the free, what it costs. Like I said,
not for nothing. But the NFL,
women,
not for nothing.
Kaepernick, like
right. But let's remember that one of the NFL's chief sponsors is the United States military. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And yo, before I even say this, let me just say this. Wow. I've got a lot of veteran friends. I've got family who are veterans. There's no diminishing what any of them have sacrificed for this country. While I may not agree with it, you know what I'm saying, you can't take anything away from them in that respect. You know what I'm saying? These people have put their lives on the line. They do. So, at the same time, I can't understand how they've equated him taking a stance against injustice against people to him having disrespect for the military and the flag. You know what I'm saying? And
they made that jump. They definitely made that jump. That picture.
You know what I'm saying? And there is no disrespect to the military. I believe several high-ranking
military.
Right. And I'm sure several military members came out and supported him. Like, yo, he has a right to do whatever the hell he wants to.
If you're fighting for rights, then that's what you're fighting for. This man has a right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, honestly, it's really clear. They paint a certain picture of him, and I guess he's been blackballed in the league. They're not picking him up.
But that's right, and it's completely and utterly wrong because again, stats don't lie, numbers don't lie, and he's just better than a lot of you motherfuckers unless your name is Tom Brady.
That brings everything all into one circle. You know, supporting each other, supporting each other. Because
that should have been another thing. How do you feel about? All right, so now they're talking about. All right, and this is where we really could go in. Why don't we have our own league? If we represent 70% of the league, probably even more in the NBA, why don't we have our own league? Because we have enough money, we have enough resources to start on. Who's gonna step out on the line? Mm-hmm. Like Colin Kaepernick, who's gonna make the shake? Who's gonna make the shake in the league?
Unification has to happen, man.
But that could be what makes unification possible.
See,
somebody gotta make that first step. Because if we have our own league, why are y'all not sitting down? Because if y'all all stop playing,
it's over.
They're gonna let him on the. He's gonna be running the NFL.
They blinded to like
fear.
They not even fear, but the life. They want to keep getting them NFL checks. They want to keep getting them NBA checks. So, in order to do that, for them to just take a seat and just not say nothing, they're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But they need to have that heart to like, no, I'll speak up. I already made my M's off of playing for y'all. I could take them and go build my own type thing.
This is just an idea. Mm-hmm. We gotta get the women to tell the men Because let's keep it real. Women are the most influential.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
So we got to get the women to introduce that idea to the men, because the men are providing for the woman.
Right.
So the woman has to be bold enough to sacrifice and tell her man, listen, make this thing.
But to piggyback off of what you're saying now, we're gonna have to have strong women,
Right.
because they're rich already. The women want the rich already. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to find the strong ones that don't care about the cash. They care about the message. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta look for. You gotta find people of the message.
So we gotta look for women that care about the message.
Exactly. Women for the message.
That's right. It's like it's not a game. Y'all really need to understand that power. It's a power.
You know what I'm saying?
No, don't let we can't keep running y'all. You know, y'all have fought. It has been proven in history. It's been proven in history.
I ain't say that.
No, this is like stop looking at it like that. I'll take some heat.
I'm gonna put his
name at the bottom.
Make it bold. But also real talk, like, you know, it's stop looking for that power struggle and making it like that, because then men can't work with women because y'all too busy trying to pound me back into my room because you a woman, or me trying to pound you to prove
Don't take no knee. Don't take no knee.
Exactly.
You need that check.
I don't
You need to tell him,
be
take
my
that
partner.
knee,
Right.
or go build your own shit, and then nobody could tell you nothing. And that's what we're losing sight of. If we have our own shit, no one can say nothing about nothing.
Right.
As long as you're working for somebody, you're always gonna have to answer to somebody. So we just
Black League.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, man, that's a big step.
see,
That's the
big
first
step.
certain people could do it. Look at LeBron.
they could.
He got a lifetime contract. He could build whatever type of league he want now. You know what I'm saying?
And
why
have the
not do
influence
it?
enough to keep other people.
Why not do
coming
it? Exactly.
Shit, get rid of Ice Cube.
The people
Work
that's
together.
retired. Yeah, the people
Huge
that's
vision,
retired.
man.
You know they're getting chicken. Shaq been getting chicken.
Will and Jada.
He could definitely do other things, but it's just like people don't want that type of pressure on their back. Like, damn, I could lose this, and this just for branching out into doing my own thing. But it's like, gotta take that risk. You know what I'm saying? No risk, no reward. Like,
yeah, because the people who made the whole NFL, they did what they did, and now they're like, yo, I'm good for life. I'm good forever. Because where y'all going? You want this check, and they make y'all think that that's all y'all got. When in all reality, we can have our own thing, man. Right. It started with us. Take it with us.
I'm gonna give you a little sample. Just
some salt.
Look at Iverson. He came in the league and switched it all the way up and didn't care about what nobody felt about how he was moving. You know what I'm saying? His shorts was looser. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about that. I don't want to wear these little shorts. I'm going to wear my shorts like this. He didn't want to go to practice. I'm dropping 30 a night. For what? You know what I'm saying? And they didn't like that arrogance, but it's just like, I'm good at what I do. I don't really need to listen to what y'all telling me. Not to say like you should move in that direction per se, but just the fact that he believed in himself and what he knew, that's what people need. Like, they need that backbone. Like, what do y'all, like, nah, I'm good. This is what I've been doing. This is how I'm going to move. I'm going to get my fans this way. I'm going to build my empire this way, and then nobody can tell me nothing.
And you said it earlier, they call it arrogance.
Exactly.
They call it pride. These is names, these is labels you put it.
Exactly.
What it is self-love.
Exactly.
They don't fool the whole world into believing that arrogance and cockiness was something that was bad, when really it falls under the category of just
like, no, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be me.
Yo, if I want to do something and it still happen to be cool, don't hate me because you think it's cool. Yeah, I'm over here being me.
This is what it is.
My cornrows, my baggy shit, my sneak. It's too cool for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just not, that's not for you. I'm saying? But they done painted the picture of everything that we do, especially when we
arrogant,
when we believe in ourselves. And then personally, in order for you to reach your full potential as a person, you're gonna have to boost yourself up. You're gonna have to feel a certain type of way about yourself. Or you'll always have this ceiling over you of what you can and can't be. You know what I mean? So it's like, Iverson came in. There's a lot of Cam Newton, people that came in the league and did things their way. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it made them the greatest. And like once you love yourself, anybody else that don't love you don't matter. That's it.
Right.
That's how you drive with it.
Right, sure.
You know, if I'm,
the circles get a little smaller and smaller when you get older. And it's like,
you ain't lying.
hey, you never understand why? Don't worry about it. Just keep going forward.
But at this day and age, you understand why. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if your circle getting smaller, it's no question as to why your circle getting smaller. It's either they did something to you as to where you don't mess with them no more, or it's just be like you see what they about and you're trying to take yourself out that situation. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's say somebody's been growing up a certain type of way, right? Been through the streets or whatever the case may be, and they want to leave and better themselves. The people that they grew up with, he's a sellout now.
Right.
Why? Because he wants to do something different and positive? It's like, no, don't treat him like that. If that's really your man's, help him better yourself. Because now he can help everybody.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all don't all have to be in the streets no more. Y'all can get legit money. You know what I'm saying? But it's the mindset like, nah, don't go do that. Don't be like them folks over there.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? This is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They take you from wanting to be you.
Exactly.
Because it's not cool.
Exactly.
They don't want you to have your own individuality.
That's
your
what
own
I'm saying.
identity.
Like,
No, you gotta be like
don't put
us.
me in this. Yeah, don't put me in this circle. Now
conformity.
you can have your circle. I'm just gonna leave and build
Now,
my own.
what about
circle.
the person that says? What about the person that says, if I don't conform, then I won't have the nice things that they give us. Or that nice, you know what I mean? Because if I could go to college, and then if I, follow their rules and everything, I end up with a well-off life. But I have to neglect a certain side of what the world is.
Fun. Perspective. I think that all arises on perspective. What's nice to you, you might just like the color green, but everybody loves the color red. So that's technically considered a nicer color. So in all reality, it's what they sell to you.
Right. Yeah.
What you think is nice. A Camaro might be nice, but I want a 97, or I'm sorry, I want a 77 Camaro SS compared to the Camaro 2017. So it's just like,
I understand.
you really have to look at that perspective of what's important to you. And I think people are too scared to lose what they think is important to them.
They're scared to be individuals.
Scared to be individual and scared to be outcasted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because anybody different is an outcast automatically.
Exactly. Now you're not like us, so now it's just like, oh, now you're in your own thing, and we're gonna label you, like how you were saying, like now you're arrogant now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you're arrogant, or I don't know. It's just like how you were saying, people are in fear, but I don't think it's just in fear of like losing stuff. It's also a fear of how they would be looked at before doing what they believe in.
So, all right. Let me ask this: I watch football. All right, I watch. But unfortunately, I ain't gonna lie. Even though my team generally sucks, I'm not gonna watch because I personally am not going to watch my team this season because of how the NFL is treating Colin Kaepernick, and it really pains me to say that. I like my Chiefs, man.
So we're gonna end this episode off with that because this is how it started with Colin Kaepernick. Are you boycotting the league?
To be honest, I don't even really watch it.
That's an easy no.
No chance for me this season. Sorry, y'all. Sign Kaepernick. I'll come back.
Better get the pillow, man. About to sleep on them Steelers.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I love y'all. I really do. And I love my pro-black, and I love my black people. But I'm going to just watch my Giants game. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? On that note, OBJ, keep on